Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to give a review of my experience with Husqvarna Automower. So I've been using this Automower for 2 weeks. If you watch some of my previous videos, I bought it about 1 month ago, and because I was not able to find any installation service, any professional installation service in my area, I decided to install it myself and bought all the material myself in there. So at this point, it has been running, working for 2 weeks. I really like it. So I want to make some review videos telling you about my experience. And then it's gonna be, I worry about making the video too long, so I'm gonna talk about different features in different videos. I'll probably talk about 8 points, making 8 different videos and make it into a playlist. And then this is the video number 1. So in this video, I want to talk about my installation experience. So I would say if you are able to hire any professional doing it, certainly go for it. And I went for the hard way, I installed it myself. And then they always say that how well your robot mower run will depend on how well you install it. That's why installation is very important. So if you buy the Automower yourself, you will notice that in the box there's only the mower and then the charging station. That's it. There is no cables and wires for you. So you're gonna have to buy all the material yourself, either buy an installation kit or buy things separately. So I actually did not buy the installation kit because I want some better cables. The cables, the boundary wires that come with the installation kit is 27mm. And then I bought some heavy duty cables from Husqvarna, their website, which is 34mm. It's just some thicker cable. Hopefully they're more robust and less likely to be broken. And I bought all the connections myself. So the cable I bought is 500 meters. I use all of them. My yard is 0.4 acres. I use all of them. So just give you ideas on how much cable you need. Certainly that will depend on how complicated your yard is. I do not think my yard is too complicated. And I did not create a lot of island, but still I used about like 400 meters of cable altogether. And also, let's talk about stakes. So since I installed myself, I did not bury the cable. I use stakes to pound them to the ground on the surface. So if you buy their installation kit, they give you 600 stakes. But then in my case, I actually used 1,200 stakes for my entire yard. Part of the reason is, if you read their manual, they will say that when you install wires, if you have any like low ground between the grass, you may have the cable like overhanging on top of the grass, and then you do not want to have that situation because you may at the risk of like your mower gonna cut through the cable. So whenever you have that situation, you're gonna want to add 1 more stakes to make sure it is really on the ground. And then because of that, I ended up with using 1,200 stakes in there. I probably kind of went overboard because that's my yard, I care. And then if I think about if I hire anyone doing that, I don't think anyone gonna be as obsessive as I am doing it. But then just to give you some idea, I use 1,200. Another thing I want to mention is how visible these wires are. So it's kind of hard to find it at this point. Let me see. So here, where my foot is, this is where I have my wire. And certainly when I first install it, it's very visible on the ground. You're gonna see a very clear groove, a gap on your grass. But then after 2 weeks, it's hardly visible. You can't really see it. And let me show you where it is. Kind of have to open it to see this is where it is, but then you can't really see anything. So if you worry about it visible in your ground, let me tell you, after the grass start to grow, after people start to cut it, it's not visible. You won't be able to see it. So this is my video number 1. So in my next video, I want to talk about the different kind of boundaries and how you deal with it.